Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this World of Warcraft add-on Spotlight. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an add-on called Reforgenator. As always, a download link for this add-on can be found in the video description below this video. First of all, we're going to be taking a look at how this add-on actually works. So, you need to be loaded into the game obviously, and you will notice that the Reforgenator icon has appeared next to your minimap in the top right of your screen. If you click this, it will open up this display menu, and it will tell you the best possible reforges for your class at the minute. And if you hover over this notes section here, it'll tell you where this information has been passed from. So, for example, for my Fire Mage, it's getting the information from the Elitist Jerks Fire Mage section. It's a very reliable source, it's up to date, I'm happy with that. So, obviously you can select which class you're playing. If I was Arcane, I'd select that. If I was Fire, which I am, I'd select that. You can choose whether you want currently reforged items to be changed, or if you want anything to be considered for reforging. And then you can select whether you want your gear to be reforged for heroics, raiding, or player versus player. Now, you've probably heard of websites such as WoW Reforge. This is basically that, but built into your game, and it is a really useful tool. So you don't even have to open up your character menu. From here, what you can do is you can just click and drag your item into the reforging window, and if I was to then go for the haste rating to reforge that into the crit rating and change that reforge, that's now done, and I can just click and drag that back out. And then if you click on this little box next to your item in the Reforgenator window, it will then remove that from the window, and you'll know that that item has been reforged. So again, if I want to reforge my back piece, remove the mastery rating and add the crit strike rating onto it, click on reforge, I can just click and drag this back out and then remove that item from the Reforgenator window, and it will check all of your items and give you the best possible reforges that this add-on believes will make your character maxed out when it comes to reforging. It obviously takes into consideration things such as your spell hit caps, your hit ratings, your expertise ratings, and also any soft haste caps that you may need to use, and we're going to take a look at them now. Now we're going to be taking a quick look at the configuration for this add-on, and in order to enter the configuration for it, you can just right click on the minimap icon, or you can go through your interface options and into your add-ons. So obviously just at the basics, you've got minimap button, or if you want all of the details for your stats, such as your crit rating and mastery rating, haste rating, all of that can be displayed in your chat window when you launch the Reforgenator add-on. That's only if you want to. I think there's no need for it personally, so I don't use it. So under the help, this is basically a rundown of all of the caps and what kind of haste ratings you should be looking for, and also if you're a tank, it's got a little rule about your dodge and parry ratings. So this is very useful if you need to know your caps. Say if you've just got into raiding, you're new to the game, it's very useful just to look at this and see, oh, I'm a caster, I need to have a spell hit cap of 17%. So you know that when you come to reforging your gear, you want to check that it has reforged everything to make it 17% hit cap. If we then go down to the built-in models, this is where the magic, so to speak, happens. Here we've got a list of every class in the game, and since we're looking at a Fire Mage here, we want to go to Fire Mage, and as you can see, it's brought up all of the stats for each point of rating that you have. So for 1 crit rating, you get 2.01 crit strike rating. I hope that makes sense. And what you want to look at here is the rules, and this is what will prioritize the stats on your character. So for example here, the number 1 priority for me is spell hit rating, and I want to get the spell hit cap. Now the add-on has automatically got the 17% spell hit cap built in, so you don't need to change anything there. You just need to make sure you are getting the spell hit cap as your number 1 priority. And then if we move down to the second rule, I want my haste rating to be at 15% haste, and this is just for additional dot ticks. And then my third rule, I want my crit rating to be as high as possible. And then for my fourth and final rule is mastery rating, which isn't really that beneficial for fire mages, so you can just leave that as it is. It's not really something that's needed, so you can just blank it out like that. And that is pretty much it for all of the models. If you go to the new models section here, you can create your own. You have to input a name for it, so we'll just go test. Okay, game, you're being annoying. Model name, test. Okay. And then create model. And this is where you then need to go back to models, and you need to put in all of your own ratings. So for example, if 1 point of crit was worth 2 crit for me, I'd put 2 in there, and then okay that. 1 point of haste was worth 15% haste rating, which is crazy talk. I'd put that in there. And then you just fill out all of your stats as they're needed. So this would be useful if you want to use this add-on in the beginning of the next expansion, Mr. Pandaria, when it may not be up to date. You can just put in the different stat weights themselves, and then you can go down and sort out your caps. And that is pretty much this add-on. It is an amazing add-on. It's really useful. You don't have to keep on tabbing out to websites such as WoW Reforge. It's all built into the game for you. So it's more of a convenience thing, as well as being highly accurate, because it does pass all of the information from websites such as Elitist Jerks, where they go through all the theory crafting and work out all of the best kind of stat ways for you, and also what kind of percentages you should be getting for your haste and things along those lines. It's really detailed, and it's a really effective add-on. So as always, thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this add-on spotlight and wish to know about future add-on spotlights, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.